All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Alvin McCrary Jr., 560264.
All right, Alvin, my name is Brendan Kelsey. Along with me is Mr. Roche and Mr. Freeman. Will be your panel, explain the process to you, read some information to the record, have a parole interview, ask them questions, you can respond. At the end, you can make a statement. We'll take a vote. I see you have Ms. Megan Matt here, your attorney. She can make a statement at the end and wrap up. And we also have Alvin McCrary, who's just in support. Alvin McCrary DOC number 560264, your second class offender, parole eligibility date 1/20/2018, good time 7/10/2026, full term 6/5/2027, 12-year sentence, habitual to distribute heroin. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Distribution of heroin. Okay. Would you answer Mr. Roche's question, please?
Thank you, Mr. Kelsey. Good afternoon, Mr. McCrary.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good, you got one bonus point already. Your first name is Alvin.
Thank you.
Mr. McCrary, this is a rehearing for you, right?
Yes, sir.
And you've been eligible for parole for the last 5.5 years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you just didn't get it until about a year ago.
Yes, sir.
When you appeared before the parole panel on February 8th of 2022, they told you you needed some substance abuse
Yes, sir.
and you need to correct your disciplinary conduct.
Yes, sir.
And immediately after that hearing, you probably talked to Warden Bickham or somebody at Dixon, and you enrolled in the STAR program. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And how did you find the STAR program?
I find it very interesting, things that I can apply to my everyday life and make me a better person.
And Ms. McCrary, you were not satisfied with completing the STAR program. You completed it in January or February of this year. You volunteered to stay in the program to get as much information as you could so that you could have enough information and tools so when you were released, you could stay sober. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you agreed to participate in the SHOT program upon release?
Yes, sir.
So you agreed to take the shot to help you maintain your sobriety.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about the other programs that you've completed besides the STAR program.
I have completed NAAA.
No, tell me about the programs you completed after your last hearing.
I don't understand what you said.
Since your last hearing, what programs did you do besides STAR since your last?
Well, I've done parenting, and I've done substance abuse again too. I've only been placed in 2 more other than that because when I first come here, I signed up for everything though.
Okay, so you completed nurturing parenting.
Yes.
Do you have any children?
Yes, that's my daughter, Aislinn. She's 11 years old.
Okay, so Mr. McCrary, so you're tired now. You're tired of serving time.
Yes, sir.
You finally got it about 17 months ago after your last hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so and I see you went one step further. You interviewed with the Council on Alcohol and Substance Abuse of Greater New Orleans. You had a good interview and you've been accepted into the program. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse.
I didn't understand. Could you say that again, sir?
The Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse that you've been
Oh,
accepted.
I only talked to them once. My attorney had placed me in that program, and I had done my paperwork online. So as soon as I get out, I had talked to a lady. As soon as I will be released, I will go there and start my sobriety.
So you've been accepted and you plan to go through the program, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you had any disciplinary write-ups since your last hearing?
No, sir.
You have excellent family support. You have support from your mother and father, your daughters, your sisters, your niece, and family friends. Also, your work supervisor, Mr. Kenny Carr, wrote a very nice letter saying that the person that will hire you is a very likely person because you are a hard worker. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
What's your job assignment now?
I work at Galvez. I'm in Green. I do janitorial work, but I'm really a cook.
Warden Pickham, do you have any comments, remarks, or observations?
Yes, I tell you, I was with him on that last hearing that we had, and they asked him to do some things. He came immediately to me, asked to get in the STAR program, which we did. We put him in there and he completed that. He's a trustee in Baton Rouge and he's been doing a fine job. He hadn't had any write-up since that last hearing either, like he said. He said, you mentioned he gets a point for first name being Alvin. He said he's going to change his middle and his second name to Kelsey and Freeman, so he'll be Alvin Kelsey Freeman. If it'll help him out, but no, he does a good job.
Mr. McCrary, I'm glad you saw the light. And you went down the tunnel and you tackled it in the last 17 months. And I'm very, very glad you did. You're 58 years old. You're approaching this age where you called an old man. So basically, I'm glad that you got the message and you followed your instruction to a T that you got at the last hearing, and that's all we can ask you to do. I have a recommendation, and you just might like that recommendation. Mr. Kemp.
All right, would you like to make a statement on your behalf, and then we'll let your attorney wrap up at the end?
I just thank y'all for this opportunity, and God bless you.
All right, thank you. All right. Ms. Matt, would you like to step up there and make a brief statement?
Yes, thank you. I will say, first of all, I went to Southern University Law Center and every day I was in the library that was named after you. So it was lovely to get to be in with you today, and most especially to represent Mr. McCrary. You know, I did have a lot of notes. You obviously read the letter. I don't need to repeat myself. You guys asked him all the right questions. It really has been one of the greatest honors of my career so far to represent Mr. McCrary, get to know his family. His family are some of the most devoted and loyal, just incredible individuals. Me and his sister have talked almost every single day the last couple of months. I know that they will be there for him, to support him as he goes home to be the daddy that, you know, he really wants to be to his daughter. Like I said, you know, he's nonviolent. He made some very poor choices in his 40s, which he has now, you know, paid the price for, and he takes responsibility for. But, you know, the main things that he wants to move forward with sobriety, the lady, Sarita Jackson from the STAR program, wrote the letter on her own, talked about, you know, the initiative that he took. You know, she did that unprompted. Mr. Kinney contacted me, wanted to support him on his own, unprompted. All of these individuals, the 6% of people who wrote letters on his behalf, are in his corner because of the person that he is and the changes that he has made. And I'm really just honored and proud that to stand here today. One thing he didn't mention that I think I put in the letter, but I'd just like to reiterate is that one thing he has told me from the beginning is he wants to go out and volunteer and speak to other young men and help prevent them from going down the same path that he did. And so, as you said in his last hearing, they asked two things: no more write-ups, STAR program. He did both of those. He didn't just complete the STAR program, he went beyond and voluntarily participated. He sought out the trustee status so he could go work at the Capitol, get back in the workforce, work at a restaurant like he used to do. So as he transitions out, he has been so intentional about preparing himself for his transition and re-entering the community. He's demonstrated over and over again through programming, through behavior, through corrective action that he is ready for release, that he can be successful. Since his family didn't want to speak today, I just wanted to very briefly read a very tiny part of his daughter's letter again that says, "Every single day I miss my father, and I really wish he was here to see me grow so big and tall. I wish he could have seen me go to school in the morning and I'd come home to him. I hope he won't have to miss any more of my birthdays. And I can't wait to tell him how life has been treating me, and also come home and tell him how school and band has been. I can't wait for him to come to all of my band performances and all of my parades, and maybe surprise me at school so we can walk home and talk and have a father-daughter date. My biggest wish is that he can see me graduate from middle and high school." And so today, I just very humbly and respectfully request that you grant his parole, you grant his baby's wish, and you reunite him with his family and his community.
All right.
I think he's done the work, and I think he's ready.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming. Is panel fair to vote?
Yes,
Mr. Roche?
Mr. McCrary, job well done.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm just elated that the light came on at the last hearing and you followed the instructions. Mr. McCrary, I'm going to grant your request for early release this afternoon under the following conditions. First condition, you must immediately enroll in the program at the Council on Drug and Alcohol Abuse of Greater New Orleans. Curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You must attend at least 3 AA meetings a week. You have random drug screens. And I'm going to add one special condition that at least once a month, you go to your daughter's school at closing and walk her home.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Freeman.
I concur 100% with Mr. Roche. You've definitely taken all the steps you need to be released, and I wish you luck. My vote is to grant.
2 votes to grant. Also, I'm going to vote to grant for the same reasons as stated. 3 votes to grant your parole with the stipulations as stated. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
All right.
All right.